Market, specifically on the livestock side. Joining me today, it's Kyle Bumsted, livestock market analyst. Well, Kyle, we had that announcement over the weekend from the Ag Secretary concerning cattle coming from Mexico into the United States. Is that what sparked this big rally we're seeing in cattle so far today?
I think that's part of it, Chad, especially on the feeder cattle side of things here. We had August feeders went up to 305.35. We're sitting at 304.30 offer highs. We gapped higher, which is okay to start a week. That means there's new money coming into this complex. However, we still have to hold that gap and remain higher the rest of the week until Friday's close. So, sometimes the old saying goes, amateurs open, pros close, and the pros might close the market a lot different than the amateurs open it here on Monday morning. So there's been a lot of high dollar cash feeders take place over the weekend as well. That feeder cattle index looks like it's going to be up about $4.69, going to be a little over 301 here when the Merc updates it later today. There's still another sale out that they're still waiting to get some numbers on. Now, later this week, we're going to have a lot of those southern cattle hit the direct sales, and we're not going to have some of the high-dollar northern sales hit there because they don't have sales this week up here. So we could see some movement in this index that could swing both ways very, very quickly, as we saw here today. On the live cattle side of things here, we had good cash here last week. We were $5 to $7 higher in cash again, and looking for steady cash here again this week. Now, the USDA just released their WASDE report. The cattle price forecast in 2025 here have been raised from last month on recent price strength as seen through early May and tighter fed cattle supplies expected during the second half of the year. We've already known that. We're already there. Total red meat and poultry production forecast for 2025 have been reduced here from last month. So we're also on day 3 of the Goldman roll. So we do still have some of that to contend with here for a couple more days, Chad.
All right. Thank you so much, livestock market analyst Kyle Bumsted. Call him 308-708-7340. This is the Rural Radio Network.
There are 3 big reasons growers choose crop hail insurance from Farm Credit Services of America. 1, they trust our expertise to deliver the right coverage. 2, we work with several companies so they'll get the right product. And 3, should their crops ever get hail, they'll get the right service. Get the crop hail coverage that's right for you. Call Farm Credit Services of America and see for yourself. 1-800-884-FARM. Agriculture works here.
Gingrich Structures is your premier choice for top-quality post-frame buildings in the Midwest. Whether you need agricultural, commercial, home shops, garages, or barn-dominiums, Gingrich Structures crafts custom structures built to last. Their expert team collaborates with you every step of the way to bring your vision to life with the finest quality craftsmanship that lasts. Explore our projects and get your free quote today at gingrichstructures.com. Spelled gingerichstructures.com.
This is a market update. I'm Bruce Gorder on the Rural Radio Network. Corn futures getting a residual bounce from the news that China and the U.S. agreed to a 90-day cut in reciprocal tariffs as they seek to work in the new trade deal. The mutual 115% cut in tariffs is temporary as both countries discuss potential for a new trade agreement. Soybeans, soybean oil, and even soybean meal, to a lesser extent, are soaring today on the China tariff agreement announcement as the potential rises for a possible rejuvenation of the previous Phase 1 trade deal emerges. Weighing on the wheat is the improving conditions on the recent corn acre coverage, with Monday's crop progress report likely to show another 1 to 2 percentage point hike in the good to excellent winter wheat conditions. WASDE report just out. We'll have those numbers for you after a little bit here this morning. July corn is up 4 3/4 at 454.5. December up 6 1/4 at 448.25. July soybeans up 16 cents at 1067 3/4. November up 20 3/4 at 1051 1/4. July wheat in Chicago down 1 1/4 at 520. July wheat in Kansas City down 4 at 513.5, and July wheat in Minneapolis down 5.5, 588. June live cattle up $1.55 at 216.22. August up $1.52 at 211.10. August feeder cattle up $4.47 at 304.77. September up $4.50 at 303.52. June lean hogs up 97 cents at 98.55. July is up $1.85 at 102.27. You're listening to the Rural Radio Network.